Hello. Welcome back. We're doing shit. I don't know. Let's just talk. We have Jacob here, and we also have Julio here, and eventually someone else will join us. Whew. Man. Yeah, so I spent the last week fucking having COVID. That was something. You know?
Start off strong. Give us a story that you just told me, like,
oh yeah,
not even like an hour ago.
Okay, so what I was able to do was I was able to go back to my parents' house and like isolate the top of the house, right? And I was posting things on my Instagram story because I had tested positive that day, and I was laying in bed that night and I was like scrolling through the reels and stuff. And I shit you not, it gave me a prompt to make a reel out of my my fucking story things from the day, and I just see like I like turtles beat drop, and it just shows my fucking COVID results as positive. And I'm sitting there like fucking wheezing my ass off, and it's just like I like turtles. And it's like, and I like it was fucking mind-boggling. Like I tested negative yesterday.
I still have my COVID pic. I still have my COVID testing thing. I can send it to you.
Oh no.
so you can show the I don't even know if you can show it to whatever the fuck you're gonna post it, but I will send it to you.
Okay.
Here, hold on.
I'll put it like
my phone.
Put it right here, right in between us, and post it. Yeah. Yeah. But,
There it is, folks.
There it is.
For the world to see.
For the world to see. Yeah. It's like above his head.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Would recommend.
He's losing his shit.
Yeah. So I was here at home when I tested positive. I was playing fucking Multiverses when I tested positive. I drove to CVS because I was feeling shitty because I had got back home like 2 days after fucking going to Red Hot Chili Peppers in concert, and I was like, man, I don't feel that good. I've got like fucking congestion in my nose. Like even today I still have like somewhat of a cough, but I've tested negative like today and yesterday. So I'm like, you know, I'm still getting over it. But yeah, COVID fucking sucked. But at least I had COD League to watch and Evo over the weekend. That was tight. Fucking shit.
Evo was wild, man.
Evo had me on the fucking edge of my seat, dude. Holy fucking shit. Like Grand Blue, Melty Blood, fucking Street Fighter, Dragon Ball 2, like that was nuts. I remember, like, I have no clue about Melty Blood at all. I don't know how to play the game. I don't know what the meta is like, but me and Jacob and Xavier were sitting there watching that, just going, oh my god, oh my god. Oh,
I wanted America to win for once.
yeah. America almost won.
That would have been nice.
Street Fighter, but that didn't happen. So I played.
Wasn't the like biggest prize like 10 grand or something?
No, fucking. So there was a big stink because at CEO, one of the other like fighting game tournaments, Hungrybox played in a melee tournament and got 5th place and won $75. And then at Evo, the 17th place team for Multiverses got like 1.5 grand a piece, which was hilarious. That's what happens when like your fucking developers like support your game at like tournaments. Like fucking Nintendo doesn't have the money to support their fucking games. No wonder Smash wasn't at Evo. Nobody fucking wanted to watch it. Smash is fucking boring.
Nor smell it.
Yeah, true. Oh shit. I still have a cough. I don't know what the fuck is going on. So what's new in life? Anything?
Fucking.
I don't know. I don't have a job right now. That's funny.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Did you just...
I'm looking for work. That's about it. I fucking okay. Here's what I think happened. I think my boss fired me because of my painted nail. I had my nails painted black at the time, and he always had issues with it. He would always be asking me like, "Man, why the fuck your nails black, bro? Get that shit cut. Get it off there." And I'd be like, "No, it's fine. It's not impeding my work," and it isn't. I'm a machinist, and it was just like whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then one day I helped my friend out with something. He doesn't know how to operate one of our machines, and I help him learn how to do it.
Yeah.
And my boss comes up to me and he's like, "Hey man, you need certification to do that." And I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. All right, do you want me to stop?" And he's like, "No, it's fine. I'm sure it'll go past corporate. Okay. I'll put in a good word for you." And then literally 2 days from then, he was like, "Yeah, I was supposed to fire you 2 days ago for that thing you did."
Oh.
I was like, "What? You told me it was okay."
That's a dickhead, bro.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I think he was just trying to plant evidence so he could get rid of me. But yeah, that was crazy to have that happen. I was like, "What?"
Man.
But it's fine. It's whatever.
Where did you... I could cut this out of post, but where were you working? Like...
I was working in Escondido, like really fucking far away from where I live, like a 40-minute drive every day. Honestly, thank God I don't work there anymore.
What
It was killer on my car.
Oh.
I was a machinist.
Yeah, some bosses can be fucking dicks. Like, my
Honestly.
my old boss, like, she was nice to me at the time because it was like a summer job. I was 16. I fucking wanted some experience. I did dishwashing in a kitchen, and like, I heard more and more and more about like this lady. To be completely fair, I forgot her fucking name. I haven't thought about her in so long, but she, like, I hear a ton of stuff back from where we all met, like our old hometown. I hear downtown that she's a fucking terrible person, and I'm just like, well, you know what? I can believe it, you know? I'm just like, she underpays people. She fucking constantly goes on trips to, like, out of country, and I'm just like, yeah, I could see that, you know? You can just tell when someone's a sack of shit. It's weird.
Yeah. You really can just tell, huh?
Oh, God.
What?
God damn.
Man. Fucking
Chris Chan. His trial happened.
Oh, I completely forgot about this whole Chris Chan situation.
I didn't. Yeah, honestly,
I'm not even aware.
Do you know who Chris Chan is?
Do you not know who Chris Chan is?
Mm-mm.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay. Where do we start?
I don't know a good place to start.
To put it bluntly, he's the most
shit.
documented man on the internet.
Fuck, hold on. I fucked up my seat.
Interesting.
Like,
He's been around since like 2000 something.
yeah. And this guy, like, fucking hit my mic and shit.
He's one. He has a medallion that he wears around his neck that is a combination of Sonic and Pikachu.
And
he calls it his
Sonic
OC.
Chew. Yeah, he calls it Sonic Chew.
Yeah, Sonic
And
Chew.
he's like severe, like, I wouldn't say severely, but like he's on the autism spectrum. And now he's like, what, 40 something?
He's up there. Oops.
Yeah. Oh. But yeah, like recently, like he came out as trans, and by trans I mean like he only became a trans woman so he could try and score with lesbian chicks. That's it.
Which did not work.
And then was outed for raping his dementia-ridden mother multiple times.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's really bad. And fucking...
Actually, I think I might have heard about that.
Yeah, you heard about that. I know you heard about that, because, like, who hasn't?
He created a comic series based on his original character.
And himself.
And,
like, self-insert.
Yeah, and himself. Yeah, literally just himself in the comics, and he's like the most powerful character in his whole series and everything like that. It's so strange. He theorized that this thing called the dimensional merge would happen, where his universe would merge with the real universe, and he says it's in progress. And as he's getting arrested, getting dragged into the back of a police cruiser, he says, "The dimensional merge is happening. It's on its way."
What the fuck?
That's hilarious. Holy shit. Man. I mean, like,
But they were not doing good financially either. They were literally living out of a hotel room.
yeah. I think it's just like
Plus-
when you like these people have so much problems when you give them like I guess the power of anonymity, or well, not even anonymity. It's just like
No,
the creative power of just being on the internet. Like, people can go fucking nuts, and I feel like Chris is a like clear-cut example of what that shit could do to people.
he is like easily one of the most damaged people to ever touch the internet.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It's,
No, yeah.
No one has been more fucked up by the internet than him. Unless you were straight up dead, you are not on the level that Chris Chan is at.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking terrible.
And like there are hours upon hours of like documentaries about just this one dude's life and like how
And
severely
literally everything that's ever happened.
yeah, it's really bad. But
Holy shit.
yeah. And
I got to speak to one of them. They're called Christorians. That's what they call themselves.
that rocks.
And they literally document everything. He was like, "Yeah, we just found a piece of information." This was like 2 years ago, by the way. He's like, "Yeah, we found a piece of information about him being like 5 years old and doing something at 5." I'm like, "Well,
Oh my
why is
God.
that important?" He's like, "No, we just need all the information we can get." Oh, Jesus
Milk it.
Christ, man.
Like documenting his autism. Like it's like that's not a joke either. Like they are seriously just documenting everything. It's like, holy
Yeah.
shit, dude.
There is not a single thing that goes unchecked.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Fucking hell. Ezra Miller got arrested in Vermont for like grand theft or some shit. Like he robbed some place. And it's just like,
What the fuck?
Really?
this man is literally the Flash. The last we heard of him was like last month in Hawaii. How the fuck is he in Vermont now? I don't hear anything about Vermont. I forget about that
on the
state. I forget about that state like
Yeah,
half the
who the f-
time.
Yeah.
He's on the
Fuck
move,
made
man.
that?
What?
It's like
made that
North
state?
Carolina.
I was
It
like, who the
never
fuck
comes
made
up in
that state?
conversation.
Who the fuck made Vermont?
It's like fucking Ohio. So irrelevant. It's a
Yeah.
joke.
Did you see that guy who
Like-
modded Ohio as like the dragons in Skyrim?
No.
Like,
Why?
Every dragon in Skyrim's models has been replaced with a 3D model of Ohio. Shit looks hilarious. I don't know, people be making mods of like the most random shit ever, and it's just hilarious. Like fucking my dad bought my mom Stray on PS4, which is a really good game, by the way. It's very good. And I'm looking at like mods. I'm like, okay, well, there's a mod where you can make it look like your own cat. You can give it the same kind of like patterns and colors and stuff. And there's a Garfield mod. Like, oh, that was gonna happen, of course. But then someone modded CJ from fucking San Andreas. over
Yeah,
his model.
I saw that. Well, I'm fucked. I'm broken.
Man.
There we go.
You know,
I'm back in the metaverse.
Yeah, while I look at that, I want to talk about this whole fucking like VRChat update. Like, I know you know the most about it, and like,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
so this could be very like informative.
So obviously, the whole fucking world knows at this point. VRChat recently got easy AntiCheat, and a lot of people think it's a bad thing. I personally think it's a bad thing, but as I'm gonna share this, I'm gonna stay indifferent about it because I feel like the truth is more important than my opinion. So basically, they kind of just dropped this out of nowhere because they knew it would piss everyone off. They were just suddenly literally the day before they did it, they were like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna put easy anti-cheat in," and the whole community just blew the fuck up. literally, it got more negative reviews on Steam in a day than it ever had positive reviews
Yeah.
in its entirety.
You check
It
now.
was
I'm gonna
insane to watch.
I'm gonna put it over the no honey mustard, but I'm gonna put a screenshot here of like the
How
reviews.
immense.
Yeah, how bad it got. Like straight up, you look at the store page on Steam and it's like reviews over all time is like mostly positive. That's changed a lot. Originally it used to be like overwhelmingly positive. But then now you
Yeah.
see like recent reviews and it says overwhelmingly negative. And those were all just like slam reviews because of the fucking change to EAC. And it's like,
The Discord server was a treat to watch.
oh yeah,
The
no,
VRChat
I was
Discord
like, the
server,
day that happened,
General
I was like,
fucked.
General was flooded. Like,
General was fucked.
there was 1,000 messages
the bot
a day.
that
or, like a minute.
moderates General broke like 5 times,
Yeah,
and it
Purged so much just because it didn't know what to do.
yeah. Like,
And
and then didn't one of the
Tupper-
yeah
one of the-
Tupper,
one of
Tupper
the
got
main people, he's
doxxed.
one of the main faces.
Yeah,
Yeah, he got doxxed. He's one of the main faces we associate with VRChat. He disappeared to Canada for like a few days
yeah.
because of everything that happened.
And someone doxed him and everything
And then when
over
he
this.
Yeah.
Like the whole
And then
thing
when
is
he
like,
came back, everybody got mad at him.
yeah. The whole stink is that people just want like mod support. This anti-cheat implementation gets rid of mod support. It's like I don't use mods. I'm assuming you do somehow, like the fucking moving around and
Not
shit.
now, not anymore.
Yeah, well, it's
This
like
is some third party
stuff. This is something that works.
through the actual Steam VR application and
Ah.
has nothing to do with the VRChat client,
yeah,
which is why I can use it.
yeah. But a lot of people use these mods for like accessibility stuff, like fucking doing sign language.
Sign language, hard of hearing.
And I can see why people like get all pissed off at this shit for like good reason, right?
Yeah.
And it's
It's because they started prioritizing the investors, and that really sucks
yeah.
because that means that this is
Just going to turn into a carbon copy of Facebook Horizon Worlds over time, in my opinion. I want to
just make that clear. In my opinion, this is going to go down a corporate rabbit hole that I don't think everybody is entirely ready to
see the change for,
yeah.
because I feel like once they add all these
quality of life things that everyone has been complaining about and everyone stops starting.
threatening to leave, that's when they'll start to push this garbage, like the cryptocurrency that they slightly alluded to,
Or the NFTs and shit that they're trying to turn avatars into and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, Jesus Christ.
He reminds me of that big fucking stink of like Microsoft removing the NFT worlds from fucking Minecraft, Bedrock, and Java. And it's like, I don't think NFTs belong in this whole VR thing. I don't think it's like necessary. Like people try to fucking
No,
monetize
it's-
everything. It's so lame, you know?
It's the association with these two things very much being technologies of the future, like cryptocurrency and VR.
in the minds of your average consumer. Those go hand in hand,
Yeah.
because they're both up-to-date new technologies that have been around like less. Well, no, VR's been around for fucking forever,
Almost like
but
10 years now.
only now it's getting big.
Yeah.
It's been around since like the fucking 70s.
That's a stretch. Like, do you mean like the Virtual Boy? Or like,
I mean, like the concept of being physically in
The virtual space and being able to
I guess, yeah.
navigate it with body movements.
Yeah.
that is the basic concept of VR, and that has been around since forever. This is nothing new.
This is just
Catching on now.
Yeah. I think, like,
in the last like 5 years.
I mean, like, they came out with the developer update, right? And it's like, instead they're not like reverting away from EAC. Instead, they're gonna work on the things that people want back that get changed because of EAC. And I think that's a good step. But like, once this game goes,
They could have
like,
done that first.
yeah, once this goes like the corporate route, this game turns into a like corporate jumble of a mess instead of a like community driven thing, and it's like it's gonna get boring, you know.
Thank God, Chill Out and Neos VR are going down
On the path of, being for the users and stuff like that, and not really having the investors' interest in mind.
Yeah.
if there even are any. God, those games are so dead. They got some life thanks to
VRChat making this fuck up.
Yeah. What's that other one? Like VR Hangout or whatever the fuck it's called?
I don't know. I just know those two.
Yeah.
Just Neos and Chill Out VR.
Yeah.
I was really thinking about doing Neos because it really seems down my alley.
it's all about people that are tech savvy and like know this stuff very well. Things like building avatars and all that are actually done in VR, and it's really cool.
Yeah. Man. I talk shit about like corporate stuff, but then I pay $120 a year for fucking Call of Duty. My ass, bruh.
I talk shit about corporate stuff and I own 6 credit cards.
I mean, man, like, you know what? I think it's actually very smart how they do a 6-season, like, per life cycle, like, $10 battle pass. So at that point, you're still paying $60 for like a season pass, kind of, but instead it's like.
And that's not
even counting all the impulse purchases you make at the store when you're like, oh, such a cool skin.
Like
oh my god, it's only gonna be in the store for a limited time. I need to grab it.
The Godzilla skin, the fucking Terminator skin. Like, I'm not gonna be able to care about this stuff anymore because they've confirmed that like a ton of shit in Warzone 2 is gonna be like, or like the stuff from Warzone 1 is not gonna carry over to the new one. So I'm just sitting there like,
it's like, what's the point?
Yeah, you know. That kind of sucks, because now all the shit that I got was, like, kind of for nothing.
Pointless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
that's Activision for you.
True. Yeah, Activision.
This was definitely their choice.
Yeah. If the fucking creators had, like... Okay. If the creators had more decisions over stuff, then I could totally see it like that. You know?
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing you've said in like 30 minutes. And he's like, okay.
Bro, I'm just jamming out. I'm like, listening to music.
Okay. Whoa. Uh-huh. You're getting close. Yeah. You okay? Oh, okay. All right.
Hold on, I gotta get back in the chair. Let me in.
Oh my.
Are you?
There we go.
Okay. There we go. Jesus.
I got it.
We're good. We're good.
Man.
Fuck, bruh. People irritate me, bruh. On God. Like.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, fucking, this morning I got at least like 5 fucking calls in a row telling me, like, fucking, like, what time do we fucking open, like, tomorrow, the next day? I'm like, you fucking called. It's a website thing. Just look at, it's literally the number, and then under the number is the hours.
You have a magic internet
Some people
box
are so
in your
fucking
pocket.
stupid.
That's something.
You
Something.
just
only
Google
that-
the place too, right?
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, and not only that, they ask me stupid ass shit too. It's like, oh, where else can I get this and that? I'm like, you can just Google it. And not only that, when they tell me these questions, like, or where to get something else, they act like they don't know how to use the thing. I'm like, are you fucking?
Yeah, you're
Like,
suddenly tech support.
That out. But
I'm sorry.
yeah, I had to. You know, like, we did that at GameStop, right? I'm gonna just flat out say that I worked at GameStop, like, and one of the things that I did as a floor associate is, like, if someone was in there looking for a certain thing, and we didn't have it, like, on us, right? Like, say, like, I had someone come in and they were like, you know, I'm Christmas shopping, I want to find a Switch OLED for my kid. And I'm like, oh, okay. Let me see if we have any in stock. I typed the fucking, like, code in, whatever it's called, the SKU code, and, you know, it says that we don't have any in stock, but then, like, the database says, oh, there's a couple of other places that have it, and I'm like, okay, cool, and I can just print out the, like, addresses on a receipt, and, like, that's helpful, right? But then there's, like, these assholes who, like, come to a sports store and they're like, "You guys got fishing hooks?" You're like, I'd hope so. You have these specific fishing
I
hooks.
think so.
You have these fish
Oh,
hooks.
the worst.
I've worked at a storefront before. The worst is when they just show you a
Picture on their fucking
Oh
phone.
my
and they're like,
fucking
oh,
God.
you're magic. Figure it out.
Christ. Like, I had someone show me a picture of fucking Mario Party 8. I'm like, we have this as our Wii selection. It's like Barbie Princess Adventure, fucking Brawl, and Pokemon Battle Revolution. And I'm like, that's what we have for our Wii selection. That's it. I could look for the SKU code, but I'm probably not gonna find anything. Like,
Yeah.
like.
Let me guess. This person like
was unreasonable.
No, it's like I to be fair, I only had one person who was like super unreasonable at GameStop, and it was this like super annoying like late. And at that point, right, you can't be an asshole about it, right? As a worker, you just have to like be calm. You have to be neutral about the situation. You don't want to antagonize anyone. And this lady came in on Black Friday, right? Of course, it's Black Friday. And we had a sale going on for, like, select card things, right? Like Yu-Gi-Oh!, Magic. And we had a disclaimer at the bottom of the thing saying we were half off on, like, trading card stuff. And it said, only on select titles, right? And this lady, she, like, brought 8 Pokemon packs up to the, like, front. And she's like, why am I not getting the discount? And I'm like, ma'am, it's only on select titles. We had in our advertisement that's only for select things. You can get half off on Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic the Gathering, or like WWE cards if you want, but Pokemon is still full price because there's such high demand. And she's like, but you said, and I'm like, ma'am, yes, I know we said 50% off on select things. Those select things are Yu-Gi-Oh!, Magic the Gathering, and sports cards. And she's like, well, this is really unreasonable. I don't know why you can't give it. And I'm just like, oh my fucking God.
it's not up to you.
And I just had to tell her, I had to tell her, ma'am, there's another card shop here in the mall. If you go down that way to the left, walk for a little bit, you'll see another card store. I'm sure they have something going on for Pokemon cards of any kind. I'm sorry, but we don't have a sale on Pokemon stuff. And she just like yanked her kid and fucking went out the door. And I was just like,
oh,
and I looked at my manager and he's like, oh my God. And I'm like, right. And I'm just like, God, it's like, I want to be as
this is like
Majority an American problem.
I'm
something that we have in America because people are just such assholes here.
I think. Well, I mean, it's
They're too comfortable, bruh.
True. But I'm thinking
fuck
it's
you
like,
up.
no, you can't do that. But I think people are
I'm
just
not
like.
afraid to speak. I'll let you know that.
I'm just saying, like, I think people have just gotten too comfortable with being fucking, People are too comfortable with being
Everything.
No, being entitled, right? People are so used to being entitled because, like, they order stuff online, they get it, they pay for things, they get it, and it's just like,
Anytime they have to deviate,
To them, it's a massive fucking thing. It's like
Yeah,
an hour of their time wasted is more like a week in their eyes.
yeah, and you're just like, please, there's other things you could do, and I'm just,
Bro, the fucking best part is like when you don't have a certain thing in stock, right?
yeah.
Or like the price change due to inflation, and they fucking just stare at you, just nothing, like you fucking just killed their
This
family.
is your fault.
No.
Like,
I
Are you just gonna do something, or?
I 1,000,000% understand because, like, you remember the old joke about you guys got Battletoads? Like, people would
Yeah.
people would call into GameStops asking for Battletoads. That was last year around Black Friday. For me, that was, yeah, you guys have PS5s? And I'm just like, I was a floor associate, and that means I had to walk around and then, you know, ask people, hey, can I help you with anything? You looking for anything in particular, right? And holy shit, the amount of times I got, like, asked, do you guys have any PS5s in stock? And I'm just like...
At this point, you should have had a sign.
Yeah, it's just like... What I have to tell them, right, is currently we don't have any in stock because sometimes we did have some in stock. But those are saved for Power Up Reward members because they have that whole, like... If you're a Power Up member, you get to, like, get points towards, like, new purchases, and you get, like, notified for stuff. And if you have that membership, you can ask them to hold stuff for you. So, like, I had to say, like, currently we don't have any in stock, but I could look for you if there are any in stock, any other GameStop around here. And if you want to sign up for Power Up Rewards, you can actually get notified if there are any, like, around. And they'd just be like, all right, just turn around and leave. And I'm just like, right? It's like you're fighting a losing battle because people just either don't believe you or they just fucking take that at, like...
They think you're trying to sell them something, is the thing.
No. Well, you have to, right? Yeah. That's what we're supposed to do.
Yeah, that's the only option.
Oh my god,
no, at this point, I don't even try to sell anything. I just fucking help them out. I don't give a shit about selling any of what the fuck I do. You know what I mean? Selling any of the products, I don't give a fuck. Because I just know damn well they're not gonna buy.
Yeah, if you're working for some sort of like chain or something like that, it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
You be there for the people.
They're coming in for some reason. They're coming in for some fucking reason.
Because like, if you're working at somewhere like fucking McDonald's, literally everybody in that building is being taken advantage of in some sort of way.
You know what? That reminded me of probably my favorite story that I've had this year. It relates to Costco.
I know what you're talking about.
It relates to Costco.
Yeah.
So, one day, I was feeling myself. I was having a good day, and I wanted to... I hadn't had... like, in my eyes, the fucking Kirkland brand muffins at Costco slap. They're just amazing. And one day, I'm like, I have money, and, you know... We need milk, so I'm gonna go to Costco, right? And I go to Costco, I'm like, I have my earbuds in, I'm fucking listening to music, I'm feeling myself, and for the first time in my life, the lady at the front, like, she looks, you know, she's old, she's just sitting there, and she asks, you have a membership card? And I'm like, membership card? And she's like, yeah, this is a members-only shop. And I'm like, okay. And I turn around and go back to my car. And I go into the Discord where I have my college friends in there, and I type to them, okay, guys, this is going to be the most embarrassing question, but I need to know from all of you. And they're all like, what? Dude, are you okay? And I said, was the old lady at the front of Costco really mean to me? Or have I just gone my entire life without knowing that Costco was members only? And they're all like, what? they're like, are you serious?
That's what I said. That's what I fucking said too.
And I was like, every time I've gone with my mom who had a card and my roommates who had a card.
Exactly.
And I'm like, this is members only. And my dad sees my story where I put that same story on my Instagram story, and he replies to me. He's like, kid, you didn't know it was $60 a year? I'm like, no one told me, dude. And I'm just like, that blew my mind that day. Like, I had zero idea. Like,
I didn't either. I did not either.
And I was just like,
you never see anyone flash a card on their way in. They just walk in. Like,
no, they just walk in. Fuck it. No, bro.
And like,
I would be like, yeah, and just walk in.
I was like, if I knew, like, and I didn't know that you also had to, like, put your thing in at checkout and then get, like, checked at the end.
You have to do that.
I was like, dude, what? And, like, I think the move,
how do you,
like,
you never notice it, and it's like, why don't you notice it?
I just, like, that was a fucking eye-opener that day. I had no clue. And I drove home so sad. I was like, I'm sitting there in my car.
I just want muffins.
Just listening to metal and just like driving to the fucking. I go to Rotten Robbie's to get my gas down here, and they have like a really good selection. So I just grabbed those fucking like a bag of donuts and got gas and left. I felt so sad. I was like, man. And like I was getting clowned on for it, and I was like, are you serious? Like I never knew this. This is fucked up. God.
Nobody tells you these things.
No one tells me
dark
these things.
day, man.
It was a dark day, and it's just like everyone reacted like it was something that like everyone just knows, and I'm just like
I personally didn't know either. I'm not even from here, so I wouldn't even know.
I didn't find out until I had to go to Costco on my own, and my grandma handed me her card, and I was like, why do I need this? It would give me a discount? Or she's like, no, it gets you in. And I looked at her, I'm like, wait. What?
oh my god, that's
It's
so
like
like,
some VIP shit.
The golden ticket.
Jesus
Fucking
Christ.
golden ticket.
Yeah, they made like like it was so intimidating too. Like the old lady just asked me so like calmly and serene, "Do you have your card?" And I'm like, my card?
My drink.
What did you do to my drink?
My diet, Dr. Kelp.
You put some stank on that. You put that stank on that K. My diet, Dr. Kelp. Fucking.
Kelp.
What did you do to my drink?
What did you
What
do
did you
to
do
my
to my
drink?
drink?
Yeah. Oh man.
Worst customer I ever dealt with.
Papa Murphy's. Wore a hat
boy.
just like this, except it said Papa Murphy's in red text.
I remember you having this job. I remember when
Yes.
you had this. Yeah.
Most unreasonable woman that ever walked in. We are about to close. It is late as fuck. It is dark out. The only lights on in the entire mall is the Papa Murphy's. And this woman walks in, fucking scratching her arm. You know, she's got that raggedy ass hair.
Oh, great.
She looks dirty as hell, wrinkly all
Heroin
over it.
addict.
I'm like, oh
Shit.
fucking god, here we go. And
She's like, yeah,
no, exact body language. Here. Uh-oh.
I'll act it out for you.
She goes
Yeah.
up to the table. She's like, yeah. Can I get a pizza? Pepperoni, please. And I'm like, oh my fucking god.
I'm so terrified because I'm
Fucking-
working the register.
Yeah.
And we're like, yeah, sure, we'll get you a pepperoni. And she watches us make it the whole time. I don't know if you know, Papa Murphy's, we don't cook the pizza. We take it home and cook it.
Yeah.
You can see the entire kitchen. There is no oven.
Yeah.
There's like, pizza ovens are massive and they're very noticeable.
Yeah. Papa
But this
Murphy's
woman
is like,
watches us
yeah.
put together this pizza with raw ingredients, and then we hand it to her, and she picks it up, she pays for it, and then she like, as she's walking out, she like flexes it and flops it, and she realizes it isn't cooked because the dough is still soft. She's like,
Dude, she probably had like the
It's not
most.
cooked.
She probably just had the most cracked out like. You're not in frame, by the way. Yeah, she like.
oh, there we
Yeah,
go.
there we go. Yeah, no, she must have had the most cracked out reaction. Like, holy shit, this sounds hilarious.
Yeah. She was like,
They gave me
it's
a
not
raw
cooked.
pizza.
It's not. Why is it not cooked?
You had to like give her.
And then
the
we're like, oh
explanation.
man, we don't cook the pizza. Yeah. We're like, man, we don't cook the pizza here. You take it home and cook it. She's like, oh fuck, I'm staying in a hotel room. I can't fucking cook it myself.
Eat it raw, forehead.
Oh, okay. Okay. Sure. Do you want us to give you a refund and everything, and we'll take the pizza back? It's like, yeah, please do. And I was like, all right, sure. And as I'm like tapping on the register, like, oh fuck, oh god. And she's looking at me. She's looking at me like, why the fuck don't you guys cook the pizza here? And I'm like,
Like that's the whole like.
what's going on?
Oh my god, I
Some people are just uneducated. Like,
We
you and
didn't
me with
even.
the Costco
This
thing.
this woman was so fucking raggedy. We didn't even put the pizza in the fridge for later for one of us to take home.
yeah no, you just fucking.
we
threw
just
that
threw
shit
it
away.
out
Yeah, fucking.
because this woman looked so fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, like at the end of the day,
so
that's
she got her
that's
money
the-
back.
Yeah, that's the fucking business. It's just a fucking Subway for pizza, but you take it home and cook it yourself. But like,
It is
Somehow that
8
lady didn't know
p.m.
that.
and she's like, "Are there any restaurants open?" I was like, "You mean like fast food places you can go to?" And she's like, "No, I mean restaurants. Is there like a nice place I can go to, somewhere I can get reservations?" It's 8 p.m. at night. I don't know what the fuck's going through her head.
Chevys.
Yeah. We were like, "I'm sorry, there's nothing around here in this area, but I'm sure you could Google it or something." And she looks at us, she's like, "I don't have a phone."
Well, that's a problem.
And then
Yeah.
she proceeds to sit down on the bench and pull her phone out and look at Instagram.
Huh.
And we're like, this is closing time. This is closing time. She is
Yeah.
not supposed to be there. We're like, "Ma'am, we're actually closing up. If we could ask you to leave so that we can clean up the place and get out of here." She's like, oh yeah, I'm sorry. And then she looks down at her phone again. And she's like fucking mesmerized by it. You can see her fucking eyes glazed over. Her pupils are dilated. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
She has those blank fucking eyes, like fucking.
She's got that blank fucking Minecraft villager stare, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, almost. And we're just like, "Ma'am, we have to ask you to leave." She's like, "Oh, okay."
Doesn't
And then she
leave.
like slowly gets up. No. She does. She like slowly gets up like this. And then sprints out the fucking door. And we're just like,
Jesus Christ. Fucking SCP.
she fucking slams the door on her way out, like fucking shoulder bashes it.
Oh my god.
And we watch her like trip over her feet as she's fucking sprinting down the way. I'm like, what the fuck just happened, man?
Dude.
We actually got a visit from a Skinwalker that day.
I mean, yeah, that's fucking funny. Skinwalker.
Your everyday encounter with a skinwalker.
Yeah. Man, that
was
Every-
quite the experience.
holy shit.
I feel like every customer
And
that comes into my store is a
she's like
skinwalker.
fucking with her skin and everything. The whole time she's like,
Yeah, no, she was like she's probably definitely on
She's
drugs
fucking-
of some sort. Like fucking like
I was assuming crack. It looked like a crack woman.
yeah, crack, heroin, something. Just like addicts get those like scabs.
That
and
was
shit.
quite my experience.
Jesus
And the reason I
Christ.
never told you guys about that is because I didn't think it was funny at the time. I was scared shitless, man.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna die with this secret.
Man,
Because I was that fearful.
you're gonna be on your deathbed thinking about that crack addict that tried to order a pizza from Papa John's. Doesn't Papa John's do the same thing, or am I stupid? Do they make
No,
cooked
Papa John's
pizzas?
cooks their pizza.
Ah.
We're literally the only one.
Gotcha. Yeah. Good lord.
Yeah.
Dude, the last time I went up to go visit, Vincent, Jacob, and the boys, we went to. I've seen a big surge in these Subway places where you can make all your shit and you see them go down the line and make it. We went to
Really, I haven't noticed that.
yeah, there's a place called Onda. It's a new chain where they make tacos and burritos. Holy shit. I got quesadilla from that place. It was the best food I'd ever eaten. It was so great. Aside from home cooked stuff, it was probably the best I've ever eaten outside. It was
Hell yeah.
so great.
I put so many people on after I had it.
Yeah.
And they were like, dude, that shit's fucking bussin', bro. Like,
we
it's
went,
just a new joint. It's a
we
new
went-
joint now.
we went to go see we had that before going to see Minions. That shit was funny.
Men. We're grown ass men, by the way.
True, yeah.
I did unironically want to watch Minions.
It
I'm
was
not gonna
funny.
lie.
It was funny. It's
I fucking loved it.
there are some there are some movies that you go to see because they're obviously dumb fucking fun movies. You're not expecting a great story, you're not expecting great acting.
No.
It's just you go to watch it. But when I was isolating at my parents' house, my parents went to go see Bullet Train that just came out, and I was yeah, I was expecting my dad called it a 7.5 to 8, and I was like, yeah, It looks funny. It looks fun to
decent.
watch. Yeah. So it's like, you know. God. I wish games weren't like that. Wish games were good. That's why I'm in the
me
industry.
too.
That's why I'm gonna make good games. Fucking yeah, boy.
What's the last like good game, like super good game that came out?
Like, I'd say the closest thing we've had is Stray. What was that? Like a couple weeks ago? 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
I haven't been really keeping up with with the scene, to be honest with you.
I'd say that
It's been so
multiverse is
boring.
like the big like community thing right now.
Yeah. It's interesting. I've decided to not play that game by myself. Like I can't play without like the entire squad just playing, you know? Cuz like it's so fucking already
Fair.
it's already so sweaty and cancerous and I'm just like I don't even want to try. Fuck that shit. I'm good. You know? And it's just like
It requires a certain type of mood. I
Only play like a handful of games and then I get off.
yeah. So yeah, I don't know, like AAA
because
stuff.
at a certain point it's like, oh fuck this.
Yeah, AAA stuff, it's just been relatively the same. And,
Yeah.
you know,
You're just sort of in and out lately.
yeah. I'm waiting for Pokemon, Call of Duty, fucking God of War, and I'm good. That's it.
I
So I'm sure God of
I
War
in
is gonna...
particular want God of War.
Yeah,
God of War is gonna bang. It always does.
yeah.
There
Literally hasn't been a bad God of War game.
Yeah. I can't say there has been. The PSP
even
games are cool.
the 2 PSP games,
Yeah, the PSP games are awesome.
Even those were good somehow.
Man. I'm so tired. I have so much stuff to do. I'm like so behind schedule because I had COVID. And I have a lot of work to do. So this might be the last No Honey Mustard until my semester ends, and then he and
Damn.
I and the other boys
we'll
are
get
gonna
back
go.
to it.
Yeah, he and I we're gonna go see Dragon Ball. We could probably talk about that afterwards, and then yeah, we'll be back then.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be good. Xavier hasn't been spoiled on it yet. I'm happy about that. So
Yeah, I only know a little bit of it.
yeah, all I know is like the transformations. That's practically it.
Yeah, exactly. That's all I know. That's what I stopped.
Yeah. So yeah. Whew. It was a relatively shorter episode, but we'll be back at it sometime soon. So, bye. Fuck you later. Fuck you again.
Oops, I changed the weather.
Wait, there you go. Fuck you.
Yeah. Please say please, you rude bitch. When I speak, it's a sale pitch. Now I'm real rich. My repo rich. Now you under pressure. Diamonds never break cause they real. Lace trend tracks, yeah, now I got a deal. Mixed blue and green, yeah, baby, call it teal.